this could have been very dangerous. It could have started a fire.
That's what people are saying.
I mean, damn, this could have been a, you know, an insurance claim.
What's up? So, it's another beautiful day in Seattle, and I have finally gotten this thing on the road. So, it's been some time since I've made a video, and I apologize. I've been swamped. My office is a mess. So if you were to go there, you would see, like, holy crap, probably spoilers, lips, buttons. You would see paddle shifters, pedals. You would see everything everywhere, and it's just a mess. So I've been just swamped with a bunch of that, and I wanted to apologize. It's been several weeks since I've made a video, and also several weeks since I've driven my car. So it's finally back, and I kind of want to give you a little bit of a scoop on what it is, what happened, and hopefully you guys can understand. And I look forward to a lot of cool things coming up here. Gonna get back in action. So huge shout out to ECS for helping me make this video and partnering with me with parts to go ahead and help fix my car, get it back on the road. So I appreciate it. And because ECS has helped me make this video and providing me with parts to get my car back on the road, you can see the link below for all the parts that I purchased. There should be a few of them, I think 4 or 5. And you can go ahead and click the link below to go ahead and get it for yourself if you need it, or if you were in the same boat, or if you just find out that you want to take a preventative measure. Check it out. I say that in a very serious manner because I've had a few people send me pictures already who've had the same thing, who've experienced melted terminals or whatever it is. So check it out, double check for yourself, because you can never be too sure. Currently working on the car. I haven't been on for a while just because it hasn't been running, just because of the battery issues. So we've been pulling everything out, ordering parts and stuff like that. But I've got Wes, BMW Meister here. He's working on it right now. We're gonna be replacing everything in the back end, battery terminal, positive, negative, everything. So got a new battery, ready to rock. So I'm gonna get it going, and I wanted to kind of show you guys because it's going to be more of a PSA, and I want to tell you what you can look out for if you're having the same issue, how you can prevent it, how you can fix it, and most importantly, how you can diagnose if you do run into something similar. And it's really important because it's a fire hazard, and it's yeah, I mean, you don't want to do it, trust me. I mean, it costed me almost $1,000 just to get it fixed. So brief history, so I first noticed something happening with my car electrically. They're known for a lot of electrical problems. I don't want to call it problems, but known for a lot of electrical issues, same word, but whatever. When I was first driving down I-5 one day, and my car just shut down. It was kind of bugging and glitching. It had like a little flash on the screen, and then just shut down, gone. Couldn't pull out the key, couldn't do anything. So, come to realize BMW had a positive battery terminal recall, and so had a quick fix, back and running. I swapped my battery out a few months ago, and then I've been having similar issues. It felt like it was low battery. It was like having a slow start. It would kind of do the same thing, glitch every now and then, so I was really confused. One day I found that I started smelling something. Went to the back, sure enough, there was smoke. I found where the smoke was coming from, pulled out my battery, boom. There was a big spot where it just melted, and then I kind of did some research, asked around, and then here's kind of what I found. So I'm just showing you this picture real quick. You can see that there is a spot here where everything just kind of melted. And let me show you what that looks like. So here is your platform, and sure enough right here you can just see everything just kind of got gooey. It just melted. Everything just started going away, all the way down to it pooling down here. Fast forward to where that was, you can see that's absolutely charred. Just straight up black all the way. And that just kind of, you know, people say there's some play. When it's loose, it just decides to have some friction. And that might have been happening when I put in my battery. Maybe it wasn't tight enough, whatever it is. You could also see that some corrosion started to build up on the end of this wire where my battery was. And that definitely had a lot to do with it, supposedly. Same thing with the other wire here. Definitely had some corrosion. And these are the 2 points that go to the terminal, so it had a huge impact as to why my electronics were acting really weird. Last but not least, my negative. So this one wasn't as bad. Needless to say, it still had some things going on and contributed to the issue. If we actually look closely here, you'd be able to see that there were some spots where it started to seep out a little bit, or, you know, as you would probably look at it, it started melting. But swapped it all just to make it a clean swap and make sure everything's running. I'm just happy this thing's running again so I can finally drive it. Full power and capability, everything's good, trunk's clean, all that kind of stuff, everything's been replaced. And I'd like to let you know I've been MIA for a little bit, as I've said before, Instagram, YouTube, pretty much on everything. So I'm going to make it up to you guys. I've been working on a few things. I'm going to give you guys about 5 things that I will drop here in the next week or so. I'm going to say the next week. I'm going to speed things up. So here we go. First things first, I've got the red M button here. So you can see here, it's gloss red. It's a replacement button for your multimedia. The multimedia button, that is. So on your steering wheel trim, just fits right in, just like that. So here's the red M button in action. So you can see, quite literally, it's that red button. Just nothing to it. And again, even for me, I have an E92 3 Series, but I replaced it just because I wanted to, and there was no need for whatever button was there before. Has a nice little cockpit look to it. Even if you don't have an M3 with an M button, you can still use the thing. Like I said, the multimedia button's pretty useless for me. I have never used it in my life for the 8 years I've had this thing. So you might as well spice it up, throw it in there, make it look good. Now if you have an M3, it's a plus, it's red. Number 2, the tow hook. So this has a pretty sweet spot in my heart, just because I've always had one of these things, but they cost so much. These things are over $100 just to get. Now why am I coming out with my own version? Because I don't want to spend $100. So I want you to get a good quality one and have the color variety that you want and have it be on a budget. So those are currently in development. You saw that one. It should be out probably in the next week or 2. Number 3, I've got the LED reverse lights coming out. So I've had on my car standard ones for the entire life of it, and I've always wanted to have the upgraded look, but I could never find a bulb that's good, that doesn't give an error or all these things. There's always something wrong with it, so I want to try and find, and so I'm testing through about a handful of them right now, and I'll keep you guys updated, but I want to give you guys something where it gives you that little extra push of luxury. I think that'd be sweet. The small things that really count, and they're not expensive, so this is kind of why I'm doing it, just really cheap stuff that you can do to kind of spice up the appearance or the luxury or the feel. Number 4 is a paint splatter interior trim. That's a big one. And here's the interior trim. So I've had a lot of requests to have a really nice custom trim, so I'm going to offer the paint splatter trim. Now it's not for everyone, but for those handful of people that want it, I'm going to make it available to you guys. So I got a bunch of trims that I've ordered, and these are going to be coming out to you guys, available probably starting next week. Number 5 is the E90 version of the V2 Performance spoiler. Here's the E92 version V2 spoiler in this box. I'm going to have the E90 version coming out, so check out for that soon as well. And for number 6, it's the grill. I've got the double slotted grills available for all platforms. To give you a little scoop on the double slotted grills, here's how they look in action in the light. So this will be available for pretty much everything, even down to E82, E90, M3s, you name it. Keep in mind I have a ton of other stuff coming out, so that's just the start of it, but it's kind of what's been backed up. I'm having the red M button start today, so that should be in the link below. Everything else will slowly come out day after day. You'll be updated on them as soon as they're dropped on Instagram, maybe YouTube. And of course there's that blue start button that everyone loves, so don't forget that. I'll put that in the link below as well. I gotta say, one of the most underrated mods are actually these aluminum pedals. So for some reason I've actually sold out of these. I don't know if someone's been saying something, but I sold out of these last week, and I guess there's been some sort of craze going on. But I just want to give these a highlight because these are some of my favorite things. I mean, otherwise they're just plain plastic or rubber or whatever's on them, but I think these give it an awesome look, especially when you're like kind of far away. Has that like race car look or whatever you want to call it. I know they probably have them, the updated ones, but for the E90s and E92s, they don't even have, not even the M3s have them, so I think it's a pretty sweet look, a nice touch. Because of the lack of content, I will be having a full session. I'll be vlogging all the way through Saturday, which is going to be Stance Wars. Currently doing Stance Wars prep on this thing. Going to be working on a few mods. I've got new side scripts and extensions that I'm coming out, and I want to show you guys firsthand. I'm going to have some other things added on as we go along, so be tuned. I can't thank ECS enough for helping me out and partnering with me, so if you have any questions or anything like that, let me know. I'll definitely be able to provide you, whether it be a tutorial, if it's an installation or something like that, or if you just need help finding parts, whatever it is, put them in the comments below. I'd be happy to help you out. But most importantly, don't forget to follow my Instagram. Don't forget to subscribe, smash that subscribe button, and then comment below if you have any questions. But I'll be seeing you guys on the flip side. See you guys in a few days.